Hey y'all, I'm Charly Reynolds and welcome back to the Hey Char podcast. Today I'm so excited to have the amazing Alex Miller in the house.
Well, good to be back. We're good to be here. I ain't been
Yes.
back. I ain't been here before.
Hey, you will be back another time.
Yeah.
We're so happy to have you here for the
Well,
first time.
well, same to me.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you inviting me out to do this. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, how I start every podcast in the beginning is kind of just giving the listeners a story, background story in your life. So where you grew up, when you moved to Nashville, and how you started singing.
Well, I grew up in a little town called Lancaster, Kentucky, and for anybody that knows anything about Kentucky, we're a little south of Lexington, population about 3,000, so there wasn't many of us, but I grew up in farming. I grew up on about an 800-acre cattle farm, and music was kind of just something that I enjoyed doing as a kid, and my granddad instilled that love of the music into me, and from there it led me to a lot of pretty cool stuff.
Awesome. So when did you move to Nashville?
I moved here about a year ago, so I'm fairly new to the Nashville scene.
Wow, what do you think of it so far, being here?
Well, there's a whole lot more to do down here than where I'm from.
I bet.
But I really like it. I think if you're a musician, it's kind of like where I grew up. If you want to be a farmer, you might want to move to Kentucky.
Yes.
If you want to be a musician, you might want to move to Nashville.
For sure. Well, you're killing it. I had no idea you just moved here because you were in Nashville all the time. Or like when I've seen you around and I've seen you on social media. So that's awesome, though. We're glad to have you here.
Well, I feel like I'm making some good waves and getting to know some really cool folks. So that's really what I moved here for.
For sure. So you're on the More Country Than You tour right now. How is that going so far?
Well, we just kicked it off here a couple weeks ago in my hometown of Lancaster, Kentucky.
Best way to kick it off.
Well, that's what I think too. You know, I'd go right back to where I started from, and give them people a show. And a lot of them hadn't seen me in a while, and seen how I've been playing and how I've progressed, and definitely need to give them that.
Oh yeah, for sure. So how many cities have you done so far?
Well, that's our first one.
Okay, first one. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
and you're going through the summer.
Yeah,
right?
we'll go all the way through. It looked like November. So.
Okay, awesome. Dang, that's awesome. Lots of dates.
So lots of shows. Yes.
Cool. Okay, so we have to obviously talk about The Bird, the song with Tracy Bird. This is the coolest thing ever. So first of all, how did all of this come about?
Well, the stuff like that, I don't know really. It started with the elevator ride.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dang.
I went to Indianapolis for a fair convention, and I got on this elevator, and I looked around, and I said, what the hell? I said, that's Tracy Bird.
Oh my gosh.
So I said, Tracy, nice to meet you. He said, well, nice to meet you too. You're Alex Miller, right? And I said, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, well, okay, I've done something right.
Yeah.
And sure enough, he said, well, I'm a fan of yours, follow you on TikTok, and of course I was, starstruck.
Wow.
So he said, you want to come to lunch with us? So I got to go eat lunch with him, get to know him, and they give me his number and say, if you ever need anything, let me know for advice or anything.
Yeah.
And so I went back on. I was just, what the hell just happened to me?
How cool is that?
And I wrote this song, and me and Jerry Salley, my guy I write with a bunch, we wrote this song, and I sent it to him, and I didn't know what he would say. And he said, man, I love that. And then I asked him, would you do this as a duet with me? And he said, absolutely.
Wow.
So it all started with one little elevator ride. You just never know where that stuff can lead.
You never know. It's so true. Wow, that is such a cool story. And also just him recognizing you, that moment is crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I don't call myself a celebrity, but I sure felt like one then.
Oh, I bet. When your hero, one of your heroes is calling, recognizing you, that makes you feel
Time
really
to go
good.
Smoke a cigarette.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So you just filmed the music video for that too, correct?
We did, yeah.
Awesome.
We filmed it some of it here in Tennessee.
Okay.
And we actually filmed some of it at my house too, which
was
fun.
fun.
So,
awesome. Well, tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind the song and the video.
Sure. Well, the song kind of wrote itself. I wanted to write a song that was obviously paying tribute to Tracy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I set out to do, because at the time when I wrote this song maybe 2 years ago, so that Cole Swindell, Jody Messina song had just kind of hit, and I thought, man, it'd be really cool to do something like that for one of my heroes, like Tracy Bird. And so that's how that idea, that ball started rolling.
Cool.
And I was actually with his tour manager up there in Indianapolis when I met him. and we were talking back and forth, and Tracy said, he said, Tracy really enjoyed meeting you,
Yeah.
And I said, well, I enjoyed meeting him. One of these days we have to give him the bird, and that's the little light bulb went off. I said, ooh, I need to hang on to that.
You really do.
And so I started writing it that day.
Wow, what a great story and great idea. Very creative.
I've always been good on the ideas for songs. A lot of the things I like to record are, ideas I've had.
Yes, super clever. I love it. Okay, so you also just did a song with my girl, Emily Ann Roberts,
yes.
who I love so much. She is so incredible. How did all that come about? I love seeing that collab pop up on my Instagram.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It come about another kind of freak of nature thing. Whenever her songs kind of started blowing up on TikTok, I took notice because obviously she's a very pretty girl for one, but two, she's an incredible singer.
Yes.
I mean, she is maybe one of the best singers in country music right now.
Oh, I agree.
And it's country, and that's what I like. Is she's country.
Yep.
So I reached out to her and said, we ought to write. I said, because I think we could really get some songs that really fit each other well.
Yes.
And we did. She said that she had been following me and what I was doing, and we actually knew a lot of the same people that wrote. So
nice.
It worked out really good, and we got together. And then I had a buddy I was writing with that had a write get canceled on it. As far as More Country Than You is concerned, me and her had something scheduled on the books, and a guy named Bill White, he was a WSM radio announcer and a really cool dude in his own right. But he had a write cancel and said, hey, what do you got going on? I said, I got a write with Emily Ann Roberts. He said, well, I have an idea. I was going to write with her. Said, do you mind if I just bring it in? And it was More Country Than You.
It's so good.
And it fits the both of us.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
The Kentucky-Tennessee rivalry, everything about that is perfect for us.
Yep. I was just about to say that. I mean, the song, the voices, like it just, y'all's voices together also is amazing. It worked so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love how country Emily is. Like,
and
she
ain't afraid of it.
She's like, to it.
It's like me, I'm not afraid of how I'm a hillbilly.
Oh no, I love it. I love it so much. I think that is so cool. Well, okay, it's called More Country Than You, right? Okay, y'all got to go check that one out because it's so good.
Figure out if I'm really more country than her.
That's right, for real. So I know a few years ago you were on American Idol.
I was, yes.
I've done this a few times as well with some of those shows. I was just curious about your experience with American Idol and any advice that you'd give to anyone going through those shows.
Well, I've been following along this year. I've really been enjoying watching the new season, especially a young man named John Foster. I really like his music and what I think he's going to do for country music. I really like him.
Yeah.
But, Idol is always a really good platform, I think, for a lot of country artists. It seems like that's what a lot more of the country fans like to watch. No offense to The Voice or any of them other shows.
Yeah.
But it certainly helped me in my career. I think, I had no idea. Listen, I was the most hillbilly kid you'd ever met, and I still am. But when I got on that show, I was 17. I was still in high school.
Wow.
And my mom signed me up for it on a fluke, basically. Just say, because we didn't know what I was going to do after school. I wanted to go to college or go to work. That's what I was going to do. And Mom said, I'm going to sign you up for this, and we're going to see how it goes. I said, okay. So she signed me up for it, and sure enough, the people on there liked me, and the producers liked me, and they asked me would I like to come to San Diego, California. Now, the real interesting thing is there was nothing going on because COVID was going on right whenever I auditioned.
Yeah.
And so, of course, everything was all screwed up around the world. So nothing really was going on in Lancaster, Kentucky those days.
Yeah.
So I took the trip, and I'm so glad I did.
Wow, that is awesome. I wonder when I auditioned if that was the same year as you. I
auditioned in, I think, October of 19.
Okay. I think I was 2020.
Yeah.
I think.
Gotcha.
I have to look at the pictures in my phone to tell you what the date is. But yeah, it's right around COVID though. It was in COVID when I did it, and it was weird because we just couldn't, really commute.
Thank God that's all behind us now.
I know, right? That was such a weird time, especially for music too. It was very, very strange.
It helped
time.
me. It allowed me to if it hadn't been for all that, I mean, I probably would have went to school, and
Yeah.
you know, who knows what my life would be like if I had. So.
Yeah. Well, we're glad that you went
I'm
on.
glad that my college ambitions did not come
Yes.
true.
Yes, me too, because then we get to hear your amazing voice all the time.
Well, thank you.
Well, and through American Idol, I know Luke Bryan mentioned the Grand Ole Opry when you auditioned that day. So that came to fruition with your Grand Ole Opry debut.
Yes.
So tell me about that experience.
Well, I'm not going to throw no shade or anything, but Luke didn't get me on the Opry.
Oh no, Luke Bryan, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, it's nothing against Luke. I know how busy the music business can get. But Eddie Montgomery got me on the Grand Ole Opry, and that really meant a lot. Eddie's from right up in where I'm from in Kentucky, and I've known Eddie since I was a little kid. So, you know, that might have meant just a little bit more to me than if Luke had got me on there.
For sure. Well, what was it like stepping into that circle, and what songs did you sing?
I did 2 songs, 2 of mine. One of them was called Putting Up Hay. And I thought that was a good one. I just put it out, and it's a song about where I'm from, and maybe some of the stuff I got up to whenever I was on the farm.
I love that.
And I did a song called My Daddy's Dad as well, and that's a song about my granddad. Probably the best thing I've ever written, just lyrically and personally. And doing that song up there was just incredible. And because my granddad, our goal whenever I was little 6 or 7 year old Alex singing these little nursing homes, churches, and little honky tonks was to get to the Opry.
Yeah.
And I got to do it, and he couldn't be there. Unfortunately, he had passed away, but he got to be there in that song, and so I still got to bring it with me.
That's so special.
It was.
I love that so much. Wow. Well, I love that came to fruition for you, even though if Luke Bryan, we love you, but even though he didn't bring it to you, there's no doubt.
Hopefully that don't make no press.
No, it won't. We love you, Luke. Sorry. But no, with your voice and your songs, there's no way that they wouldn't be in the Opry circle. So I'm so glad that came through for you. Okay, so this next section is just Q&A, question and answers that I ask everyone on this season.
This is where it gets spicy.
So, do you remember your first ever gig?
Yes. I wore this big white Stetson hat, white shirt, blue pants, and the white boots because I had the match.
I love that.
But I played the Rural Heritage and Tobacco Festival in Lancaster, Kentucky.
Awesome.
And I probably was horrible, but it was one of the best. It was one of my first shows, and from then on, I've been singing.
How old do you think you were then?
I know I was 6.
Okay, 6. That is so awesome.
Yeah, I'd been taking guitar lessons about a month, so y'all can only imagine how bad that was.
You crushed it for sure, for sure. What are some set list staples for you? So every time you play, it can be, maybe give us one of yours and a cover you do.
Sure. A cover I do is a song called Mind Your Own Business. It's an old Hank Williams song.
Love it.
And that song has really done a lot for me and a lot throughout my career. So, and I got to open for Hank, so I get to tell that story.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, tell us that story a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot I can tell about that. And there's some I can't, but I've got some really good Hank Jr. stories. One, my dad's name is Roger Miller. And so I got to go up on his bus and not thinking anything. He said I was just talking to Hank and saying, Hank, nice to meet you. This, that, the other. And he said, well, who's your dad? Your last name's Miller, right? So my dad's Roger Miller. Uh-huh. No actual relation to the country singer, but he didn't know. And so
that's so funny.
So he said, well, yeah. I said, I was the only one to make your dad laugh and blah, blah. I said, he knows my dad. It's like, he thinks he's totally mixed up. But one thing he did tell me that I'd still use as a piece of advice, he said, never take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. And I don't know, that's always stuck with me. And
that's a really good piece.
If anybody needs any good, put that on a t-shirt right there.
Yeah. That's really good. Wow, what a cool experience. So did you just roll with it?
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to lose face. I'm going to let Hank Jr. lose face or nothing. I wasn't going to do that.
Pretend,
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
So my gosh.
He was showing me a pistol he just bought and all this, that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
it was
so
awesome.
Cool. I love that so much. Great answer. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, your tour essentials. So at your shows or on the road, what do you bring with you?
Well, I bring, hair gel one.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't know. Of course, my guitars and stuff.
Yes.
But, just like everybody else, I pack underwear and socks.
Yep. Hey, those are the real essentials.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, what is your sound DNA? So if you had to pick two artists that came together and had you, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a really great question. Probably George Strait and I'm probably somewhere in between George Strait and Frank Sinatra.
Oh, two amazing
and
people.
not really the Frank jazz side of things, just the stylistic
Yes.
phrasing things I do.
Yes.
Not that I even sound like Sinatra, but when I was a baby, the only reason I say that, my mom, she said that she had headphones and would put them on her belly when I was a baby, and said that she'd play Sinatra and George Strait. And if you listen to a lot of my music, it's got kind of both of those in there. So.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite George Strait song?
Yeah. Well, I got all kinds of favorites.
I know, they're so good.
Unwound, I really like that one off the top of my head.
Great song.
But he's got a lot better songs than that too.
He has so many great hits. Yeah. Same with Frank
Marina
Sinatra.
Del Rey. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, random one. What's your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I feel like I really able to say this, but I like Forrest Gump.
Oh, great movie.
That was always my favorite. I just what a really well-told story, I think. Yeah. I like a movie called The Dead Poets Society, too.
Okay.
That's a real mind twister, and it's kind of emotional movie, but I like a lot of that kind of stuff.
Oh, I'll have to check that one out.
It's got Robin Williams in it, and it's really good. It's not really, he's not doing funny stuff. He's doing some serious acting stuff, but I really like that movie.
Okay, cool. All right, the next section of this, kind of rapid fire.
Okay.
All right, so we're doing some this or that questions. So this is kind of hard. The first one's kind of hard. Johnny Cash or Willie Nelson?
Ooh.
I know, it's kind of rude of me to put that on there.
Yeah, I'll say Cash. I think that's probably everybody's pick. But.
Yes. County fair or rodeo?
Ooh, probably county fair.
Yeah. Biscuits or cornbread?
Whew. What kind of biscuits? And what kind of cornbread? Like Cracker Barrel biscuits or like homemade biscuits?
Homemade biscuits, homemade cornbread. You have to pick between both.
Like sweet cornbread or like cardboard cornbread?
Sweet.
Okay, well, I'm definitely taking biscuits. I like my cornbread cardboard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I
Jiffy
love
mix
sweet
all the
cornbread. Okay, sweet or unsweet tea?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Unsweet tea's for people up north.
That's so true. I didn't know when I was little. I went to New York and ordered sweet tea, and they're like, what?
They just said, we went up there for something, and my bass player, he said, can I have some tea? And he said, sure. So they brought him his tea out there, and he said, you got any sweetener? And he said, yeah. So they brought him this big thing, and it was a horrible mess.
Oh, yeah. You got to do it yourself up there.
Yeah, no thanks.
Apple pie or peach cobbler?
Apple pie.
Yum. Line dance or two-step?
Two-step. Line dancing, no.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. I feel like that's actually country.
I do two-step.
You do? Have you ever been to the Palace?
That's line dancing. I go out to the East Side Bowl.
Oh, I've heard of this.
This is two-stepping.
Oh, okay, because they do a lot of swing at the Palace too.
Yeah, and that's not really two-stepping in my opinion. Really, Texas two-stepping is like you go all the way around, and it's more of just they stay in one spot out there. It's a different thing.
They are definitely different things for sure.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to.
Oh no, you're totally right. I was gonna say it is more swing there, but I've heard of the other place. So
you got to go there. That's the funnest place in Nashville.
Okay, cool. What was it called again?
The East Side Bowl, honky tonk Tuesday
nights.
East Side
Bowl. Okay, well we'll definitely check it out for sure.
Yeah, you ladies would have a good time.
Oh, we would love it. I'm sure we love to go dancing. Okay, so this last section that we're gonna do before he sings us a song is the Hey Char section. So how this podcast came about, the name, I used to do Hey Char videos. They'd be like, Hey Char, sing a song with the word whatever in it. And it kind of did well. So I was like, I'm gonna name my podcast that. But now all my guests have to do the Hey Char challenge. So I'm gonna give you a word, and then you sing the first song that comes to your mind with that word in it.
Okay.
All right. The first one is holler.
Holler. Doggone it. Why you do it?
I'm trying to think of who sings the song.
I got one. Soon I was holding heaven, parked in the holler. She was singing along to every word. By the end of the night, she must have found a new favorite. 'Cause now when I sing to her, she gives me the bird.
That was, oh my gosh, it's in your, I didn't even know it was in your song.
Yeah,
I might have did that to you on accident.
Yeah, that's all right. I thought, well, I got
like,
one.
holler.
I know that's kind of selfish of me to do that.
No, I do it. I do it on purpose to everyone, actually. But I didn't even mean to do that. Okay. Country.
Well, I was country when country wasn't cool.
Yes.
Great song.
Neon.
I spend most every night underneath the light of a neon moon.
Yes. Yeah. I love doing these because I love being serenaded through them. Dog.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
Yes. Rich.
Well, you don't have to be rich and famous to get into one of my shows.
Yes.
That song's got all the words.
It does have all the words. I love that. I think that was the one that I did on purpose, was rich. And then last one, love.
I love you, I'll prove it in days to come. That's old Lefty Frizzell song.
Awesome. Yeah. Man, you killed that. You did great.
Yeah, that holler stumped me there on the front end. I was like, oh, I don't know.
I was thinking, gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler.
That's a good song, too.
Okay, so before Alex sings his next single for us, his newest song, tell us about this song.
Well, it's a song called Secondhand Smoke, and it was written by Jim McBride and Alan Jackson. And this was a song that Alan cut but never released. And when it was sent to me, Jim said, this will be a good one for you. And I said, yeah, it'll be a great one for me.
Yeah.
So I recorded it, and it's out now, so go check it out.
Wow, that is so exciting. Yeah. Well, y'all, you get to hear him live in studio. Here's Alex Miller singing Secondhand Smoke.
You told me that flame burned out a long, long time ago. Well, now he's back in town, and I'm afraid that's way too close. 'Cause he still gets you hotter than a fish fry in July. I'll be caught right in the middle when the sparks begin to fly. You're gonna light that flame again and blow the smoke right in my face. And I can't find a graceful way to exit from this place. So I'll pretend that I don't care and leave before I choke. Well, I won't let you kill me with that second-hand smoke. Gonna pick it here. Now, when a man's been burned before, he knows just when to leave. And you can always smell the smoke before you feel the heat. I'll be burning up the highway just a heading out of town. 'Cause, honey, you're too hazardous for me to hang around. You're gonna light that flame again and blow the smoke right in my face. And I can't find a graceful way to exit from this place. So I'll pretend that I don't care and leave before I choke. No, I won't let you kill me with that second-hand smoke. You're gonna light that flame again and blow the smoke right in my face. And I can't find a graceful way to exit from this place. So I'll pretend that I don't care and leave before I choke. Well, I won't let you kill me with that second-hand smoke. Oh, I'll pretend that I don't care and leave before I choke. I won't let you kill me with that second-hand smoke.